Hello everyone, I am your regular host Sam Gopal Timsina, and today we'll be discussing about uh, finding factors of a number. Suppose if we are asked to find factor of any number, at that time how to solve that problem. Okay, factor. Firstly, we have to know this term factor. If you take suppose 9 as the number, at that time to find the factor of number you have to divide 9 by the numbers from 1 to 9, and the numbers that divide the given number 9, they are what? The factor of the number. Suppose if you take 9, at that time you have to divide 9 by the numbers 1 to 9, and the remainder should be stored in R. That means R will be equal to n mod I. Now the value of I keeps on increasing because we have kept this inside the for loop. That means firstly the value of I will be 1, after that the value of I will be 2, after that the value of I will be 3. Like this way it goes up to 9, and the number 9 will be fixed. Now if any number exactly divides the number 9, at that time that will be the factor of 9. So whenever you are dividing the number 9 by the numbers from 1 to 9, at that time 1 exactly divides the number, after that 3 exactly divides the number, and 9 exactly divides the number. So 1, 3 and 9 are what? The factors of the number 9. Now, how to solve this using QBASIC? Okay, so we are asked to print factors of any number. So, the number should be entered over here. Now, the first thing that we have to do is we have to enter any number because we are asked to print factors of any number. So, a number should be entered. After that we have to find the factor. This will be the process, and the factor should be printed. Okay, so if we are asked to do the program using SOB and SOB or SOB procedure, at that time firstly declare SOB. Now we have to write the program name over here, and I am using the same program name, that is SHY. Now in formal parameter we have to enter a single number, so I am writing here n. Now CLS, after that input. What to input here? Any number. Enter any number. The number will be n. Now call program name. Now what is your program name over here? The program name is SHY and the argument is n. Now we can end this part. Now SOB program name. Our program name is once again SHY. That should be written over here in the program name. After that our parameter is n, and that should be written over here. Now as we have discussed earlier, to find the factors of n, what should we do? We have to divide the given number n by the numbers from 1 to n. So we have to use loop over here, and we can simply use for loop. So for I is equal to 1 to n. Now our number to be checked is n. So if n mod I is equal to 0, then at that time what will be there? We have to print I, because whenever I divides the given number n, and if the remainder is 0, at that time what will be there? If any number exactly divides the given number, the number will be what? Factor of the number. So we can simply write here print I. Now we have used what? This statement. That means this print I also in the same line. So we don't have to write end if over here. But suppose if you write print I in the next line, at that time what should be done? You have to use end if over here. End if, after that print is done, so we can simply end the subprogram. So this is the program to print what? Factors of any number. Now next thing, why did we print inside the loop? This is our for loop. See here, for, oh sorry, we have not closed this for loop. To close the for loop we have to use next I. So for, after that next, this next I closes the for loop, and we have done the process inside, and printing is also done inside over here. Why is printing done inside? Because there are, or there may be more than one output. So if there is more than one output, at that time the output should be printed inside the loop. So we have started a loop, we have done the process, after that we have closed the loop, and we have end the sub program. Now let's do this using QBASIC editor screen. Control C, here Control V. Okay, so this is our program. So this is our program. Now if you just run the program, click on run, and you can just click on start. Now suppose if we enter any number as 9, at that time the output will be 1, 3 and 9. So the factors of 9 are 1, 3 and 9. And see here, all the outputs are printed in different line. So if you want to print all the output in same line, at that time you can just give semicolon over here. Now if you give semicolon, and once again if you just click on start, at that time, and if you enter the same number 9, 1, 3, 9, that will be printed in same line, or it will be printed in horizontal line. So this is the difference between using a semicolon and not using a semicolon. Okay, now the next program. Suppose if we are asked to print sum of factors of number. In previous program we were asked to print factor. Now in this program we are asked to print sum of factors. That means whatever factor we get, that should be added and the final result should be printed. And for that we have to enter any number, or we have to input any number. After that we have to find factors of that number, same as the previous program. And the next thing that we have to do is we have to add those factors that we get. In previous program we just found the factors, but in case of this program we have to add those factors also. Okay, and finally we have to print the sum of that factors. Okay, so we are asked to print sum of factors using function and function. So we have to use function program over here. For that, declare, after that function. Now we have to write the program name, and before that we have to be sure whether we have to use $sign in function name or not. what will be the output? The output will be sum of the number, and sum means it will not be in string, it will be in number. So we can simply write the program name without any dollar sign. I'm just writing shy over here, and the parameter will be simply n. Now CLS, we have to ask the user to enter any number, so enter any number, the number will be n. Now print program name, our program name is simply shy and the argument is n. Now function program name, after that parameter, our program name is shy and parameter is and that we can write over here. Now we have to find factors at first, so for I is equal to 1 2 n. Now to find factors, what do? We have to divide the given number. If n mod I is equal to 0, then no, it should be added, it cannot be printed. So s is equal to s plus I. The sum is stored in s, that means it keeps on adding the factor and the final result will be stored in this s. So after this we have to simply end the if statement and we have to close the for loop. Now at last we are asked what? To pass the output from secondary to main module. So our program name is shy and our output is s. Now you can just write here print the sum of factors is, after that you can write shy bracket and now let's just copy this and paste this in QBASIC screen. Now click on run and you can click on stat, or you can directly press F5 also. Now enter any number. Let's enter 9. The sum of factor is 13. The factors of 9 are 1, 3 and 9. 9 plus 3 plus 1, it will be 13. So our answer is correct. Similarly, let's enter any other number. Run, after that stat. Now let's enter 6. The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. So its output will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6. 6 plus 3, 9. 9, 2, 11 plus 1, 12. Yeah, its output is 12. So we got the correct answer. Now what you'll do is you have to find factors of number by using solve procedure. That is your homework. And similarly you can just go for prime and composite as well. In next class I will discuss about prime and composite number. So what you'll do here is just get the idea of prime and composite number. If you can do program, it's okay. Otherwise just get the basic concept of prime and composite number, and in next class I'll do the program related to prime and composite. And for today this much. Thank you. Have a good